Let's go. It is AM, first day for me. I mean, if you're watching this, I don't know when you're watching this, but I'm going back to college today, so got classes. So return, because I commute, of the daily driving vlogs. Return of the rants. Return of the Riles race car racing rants every day. Literally like 3 times a day these are coming. So I want you to buckle up your seatbelts because I got mine on. It's buckled. It is buckled in blazing. And we are ready to go for the daily driving videos that are going to be happening every single day. Daily topics. I mean, man, you see these? I need you to comment fitness topics for me to jam on because every day for literally the next 6 months, like twice a day, I have 30 minutes in the car that I'm filming. So, comment whatever it is you want to see. It's gonna get filmed for you, and I'm quite the talker. So look, oh man, the sun's out. Let's go, beautiful. Thank you God for blessing us with this amazing day. It's a Monday, and I love Mondays. You know what? And I'm gonna get into the topic. Just let me blah blah blah. So I love Mondays because everyone hates Mondays, and this is like a thing. I was like, everyone always is like, oh, it's Monday. I never understood it. Oh, thank God it's Friday. Oh, I don't like Monday. Every day is the same day. Every day I wake up and I say, let's go. Let's get it. The same things that you need to do Monday on Friday, it's all the same. We want to be the best. We want to be in shape. We want to be fit and healthy and work hard. I don't understand the idea of hating Mondays. Yeah, it's because, we got to go to work. But to me, if you hate work, that's your whole life. It means you hate your whole life. I never understood this idea of people that hate Monday. It's like, I get excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, Monday, let's go. Everyone else, they're like, oh, it's Monday. It's on Friday. I don't think that's Friday. Thank God for the weekend. I'm like, let's go. Thank God for the weekend. Because now, especially with school, I was like, I got 48 hours. I got 48 hours of uninterrupted time where I am beating my competition, where I have opportunity to make my dreams a reality. And everyone else is taking their opportunity, and they ain't taking it. They're not taking it. They're not taking the opportunity. They're taking that opportunity. They're viewing that opportunity. They're not taking it. Anyway, yeah, I love Mondays. I love Mondays. I love Mondays. I love early mornings. And sometimes it's actually really inconvenient for me, like getting up too early, because it's like you end up actually getting less done because you're tired at the end of the day when you could burn out a 12-hour session if you just slept 8 hours. But, when you got ish to do, you got to make do with the crew for you. Okay, so fat loss foods. What is a fat loss food, right? A fat loss food, if we think about fat loss, and this is like sometimes where people can get in a lot of the weeds. It's like a fat loss food, there's nothing you're going to directly eat that's going to make you lose fat. Because if we think of fat loss is just the absence of food, because fat loss is starving. Like your body is looking for energy and it takes it from the fat because it's starving. So if we think of fat loss foods, it's any food that allows us to starve ourselves. So if we think about it and we look at how do we create the best fat loss, it's going to be eating foods that make it as easy as possible to eat less food, but also foods that allow us to take that starvation and take fat from that starvation mode. So and again, back to it, it's going to come down to foods that allow us to eat less over time, so things that keep us full. That way we're not overeating the calories. That way we can starve ourselves technically, right? It's what we're doing. And foods that allow us to maintain our muscle mass, and we're going to have to do other actions to maintain the muscle mass like resistance training, but foods that allow us to maintain our muscle mass so we can maintain our muscle mass, and then the calories that we don't have, we can take those from the fat on our body. So if we want fat loss, those foods have to help with that. Now, I'm going to sit here and say that as a constant, we're going to say that we're burning the same calories every day and we're resistance training. Because if we're not resistance training, we're not going to maintain our muscle, and we're not going to be able to build any muscle either. So we're going to lose muscle if we're not keeping the muscle with working out. So assuming we're doing those two things, then the foods that we're going to want are going to be, because we're working out, we want protein. to be able to help our muscles recover from those workouts and maintain that muscle and hold on to that muscle. So we want some protein. We definitely want some carbohydrates, especially when we're losing weight. So because carbs are what our body wants to use for energy. So if we use some of those carbs, and here's the thing. The only two things that really matter is protein to keep onto that muscle, hold onto that muscle, and the calories have to be in check. And here's what I always say. Don't stress out about the carbs and the fats, because nobody just eats protein. Nobody just eats protein every day. And yeah, you might eat like no carbs, but protein and calories, and this is why I do protein calories, is because if you get the protein right, then the carbs and fats you're going to eat. You're going to eat the carbs and fats. So just control the calories, because it comes down to the calories, and then the sub-calories are going to be like macros and all this, but it really is not going to, it doesn't matter, because the fat loss you're going to see, most times if you're trying to lose weight, you don't know like back when I lost weight this way. It's like a lot of times it's like no matter what, if you lose 40 pounds, whether it's like if you would have done all the carbs and the special macros, the difference is not going to be visible. It's like literally going to be like a 10% difference, right? Because scientifically, if you get everything right, if you just do the calories and protein and take a multivitamin and freaking drink water, you get 90%, 95% of the results. Scientifically. If you eat like 1 meal a day, 2 meals a day, or whatever it is, if you just worry about calories and protein, you will get the freaking results. Now, if we think about fat loss though, assuming hunger's not a thing, we could just drink protein shakes and then eat candy, and it's like, okay, bam, we get the results. But day to day, in order to have the best fat loss, we can't be ravenous and craving and hungry all the time. So if we have these unfilling foods, then they're not going to satisfy us, and we're going to get hungry because they're quick. They go, like protein or candy goes to us quick. Our body absorbs it. It's like sugar. It's concentrated. It's simple. It's basic. It absorbs. So something like oatmeal or meat and these healthy foods, right? Meat, fruits, vegetables, these complex carbohydrates, these good healthy quality foods they're stereotypical healthy foods are gonna be the best for fat loss. Why? Because they hit all of our bases, right? Because a lot of times too, and they add the micronutrients, but here's what I say. If to get the result from the most simple perspective, you need to hit your protein goal. You need to make sure your calories are controlled, and then take a multivitamin so you're not craving random things because of your nutrient deficiency, and you feel good. So those three bases are what I push in my program. And outside of that, it's gonna be things that are in the day-to-day life make it easier. So if you just do those things, you'll get the result and you'll be fine. But in day-to-day life, what can make it easier is having those calories and protein come from those healthy sources, right? So I'm not a big fan of like you have to have it from the healthy source. Like to me, if it works for you to eat protein shakes and candy and multivitamin, you're gonna get great results. And if you feel good doing it, if you're at a healthy weight and you feel good, that's the most important thing, because if you are a healthy weight, you're healthy. Like you can't say, I will not sit here and say somebody that loses 40 pounds, or they lose 40 pounds eating healthy or eating bullshit but controlling their calories, the blood markers will improve and their blood pressure won't be, you can't argue that. That's a fact. They studied this. And there's a teacher that did this study. It's called like the Twinkie study. He just ate like junk food and he lost the weight and his blood markers improved. So true. Anyway, eating healthy makes it easier because the foods like meats and like salmon and like having these like quality fats in your diet, and like salmon and red meat and chicken and oatmeal and rice and like leafy green vegetables and fruits, they have even more of like the micronutrients, but they also are like more complex. They take longer to digest. They have fiber. So when we think of filling, all filling is it just stays in your system longer, because it stays in your stomach and you don't want more things in your stomach, right? So anything that's with eating the healthy, it's slower digesting, right? Because quote unhealthy, the reason it doesn't fill you up is because it digests quickly, because it's like sugar, it's simple, it's like enriched flour, simple stuff that it digests quickly. But stuff like oatmeal, if you had like steak, eggs, oatmeal, and spinach and broccoli, that would the fats and all that combined together, like a balanced, healthy meal, would stay in your system for a long, long time and slowly release nutrients into your body, which is why it is so effective, because it's not going to spike your blood sugar, you're going to feel great, you're not going to have a crash, and it's going to sustain you throughout the day. It's going to sustain you for like 4, 5, 6 hours. That's why 3 meals a day, it's like about 6 hours it'll keep you for, and then you'll have, like the nice, like literally like straight line, maybe a dip, and then you're right here. But this is why some people do the keto, because it's like if you just eat steak and eggs, it's like the line's flat. There is no change in blood sugar. So then you can just have the carbs at the end of the day. Before you go to bed, you crash. That's kind of what I do. Like I do kind of like sort of like a keto throughout the day, or like a no breakfast and then protein or whatever, and then or like Chipotle at the end of the day. And then at the end of the day, I'll have like carbs and oatmeal that'll like honestly crash me out. I want to sleep. I'll go to bed and I'll wake up, ready for my workout because I had all those carbs. I'm ready to go. But in terms of shaving cream in my ear, but in terms of that, yeah, if we want to have a fat loss food, really the food just need to allow us to maintain our muscle mass and control our calories, and then we just take a multivitamin because like we need our nutrients, and that's just like that's going to directly help fat loss because you're not going to be craving stuff. So in terms of what is a food that's going to help us do that best, it's going to be a combination of foods, right? It's going to be protein sources, like healthy, filling protein sources. It's going to be like Greek yogurt, lean meats, eggs, egg whites. Eggs are not like the best protein source. Like egg whites are going to be better. Eggs are just like, they're good because they fill you up and they keep you very full. So adding eggs with a lean protein, like eggs with chicken and like Greek yogurt or something, not with the Greek yogurt, but like a Greek yogurt bowl with eggs is good. A combination of fibrous foods that are going to keep you full, they're going to stay in your system. So like blackberries, vegetables, fruits, like berries are very fibrous, blackberries are super fibrous, strawberries, fibrous fruits combined with these lean protein sources are going to combine to keep you full. And then you combine some of that with fats, right? Like eggs or I'm not a big peanut butter advocate because it's just like, it's so easy to overeat. Maybe a little bit of cheeses, maybe some fat in your dairy, like instead of 0% Greek yogurt, go like 2% Greek yogurt or 4% Greek yogurt. That can work. Maybe it's a protein bar with fat in it. Like that's a great one. What other fat? Avocados are good. But I really like eggs. I love eggs as a fat source. I think eggs are a fat source. They're not a protein source to me. So it's a healthy fat source with protein in it, is what I always say. That's really good for like a healthy meal. And the reason I say this is you combine those foods is you're going to hit those markers, and you're also going to get the effect of not wanting to overeat. You're not going to overeat. You're not going to risk the calories, because here's the thing: if you get the protein right but the calories aren't right, it doesn't matter. So it's a food that you have to hit the marks. You have to get the calories, but if you want the best, because the calories are going to determine the weight loss, you're going to lose the weight, but for it to be the fat loss, you have to have the protein resistance training to make that calorie deficit take the fat away. And that's where sometimes it can get confusing, but you have to do more, but the results are going to be better. They're going to be more concentrated results if you're eating these fat loss foods. So that is like what, to me, when we think of a fat loss food, that's what has to happen. And day-to-day life, if we think about how do we get the most fat loss foods, again, it's back to calories and protein, right? If you just do protein and calories, if you eat a lot of protein, you're going to hit that mark. You're not going to be hungry, and then you're literally going to be super full, and then the rest of your calories, you can have whatever you want. And usually it's going to be carbs and fat. So if you want healthier carbs and fats, like here's my thing. I always say, eat lean protein. Just eat lean protein and hit your protein. That's going to get you the filling part. It's going to do what it needs. And then with the rest of those calories, you can have healthy carbs, or you can have unhealthy carbs. You can have fruits and vegetables, or you can have bullshit. Like, it doesn't matter if you're hitting the multivitamin, because here's the thing, they all micronutrients. The nutrients you get in vegetables and all this, you get from the multivitamin. It's vitamin A is vitamin A, whether it's from a freaking plant or a multivitamin. And if you're like, oh, it doesn't digest, like it digests better. People are like, oh, you don't get to absorb. That's like, oh, you get it from the food. No, you actually get less from the food. It's like straight vitamin A. Do you think that's more or less than eating? Because like even if you eat a serving of food, imagine what that, like, yes, in a perfect world, you have all these foods in your diet that hit all your daily values, all your nutrients ever. But why do you think they made a multivitamin? So you don't have to do that. You can take the multivitamin and then you can eat food you want. That's why, like, you don't have to do all this. That's why multivitamin exists. It solves the problem of daily value, nutrients, and all this stuff. So that's kind of the what do they call it? The rigmarole. The rigmarole on what do you this rigmarole, man? What are you always doing? Put me through this loop. Like the barbershop guy. Side note, my favorite influencer of all time, like there's no other influencer that I like as much as Bipley Snip. The Baltimore barber, Bipley Snip, is my favorite influencer of all time. He's undefeated. There's nobody I like watching more on the internet other than Bipley Snip. That's my goated influencer of all time. The Baltimore accent barbershop guy, Bipley Snip. I can't beat him. Okay, that is fat loss foods. That is my rant on fat loss foods. Expect the daily vlogs, man. The daily vlogs, they're coming for you. Like, they're coming. It's gonna be ninja fire vlogs. It's gonna be fire. So let's do it. Let's get it. And if you are, I almost forgot the pitch. I almost forgot it. If you're a career-driven guy, and you, in the next 6 months, 180 days, you want to be 20 to 50 pounds of fat lighter, I hope you get there. All you have to do, and I guarantee results. So like, we're going to get there in the next 180 days, and you want to get there, and you want to keep it off for life. In the next 180 days, if you want to lose 20 to 50 pounds of fat and keep it off for the rest of your life, I will show you how to do it, working out 60 minutes a week and eating the foods that you want to eat every day with the processes I just described. I will implement it into your life for you and make sure you know how to do it every single day for the rest of your life, and I guarantee results. If you follow what I say and you don't get the results, you don't pay. No risk, just results here, baby. If you want that, you're welcome to book a call with me below. We'll chat it up the next day or two. Either today we will talk, or tomorrow or the next day we will talk. You can find a time. We'll get on there. We'll chat, and I'll see if what I do, my program, my system, my CEO Shred system, is something that would help you. Like, I'll chat about kind of where you're at. Hey, what's going on with fitness? Do you want to lose the weight? Like, is a coach something you want? Okay, if yes, okay, can I walk through, we'll walk through my system together. We'll see if it's something that we feel like would benefit us both, right? You'd be a good client and I would be a good coach for you. We feel like it could be a good fit. We'll get rocking and rolling. But at the end of the day, we can book a call, see if I can help you out if you are struggling to lose weight. That's the call out, right? If you are a career guy struggling to lose 20 to 50 pounds, I will see if I can help you do that with my CEO Shred system. So if you want that with guaranteed results, you can book a call with me. We'll chat it up today. Literally, like, the time slots are very soon, because I'm like, let's go. I'm fast. Let's go. Let's get these results. You can get results today. You can literally be losing weight today or tomorrow or the next day. Whenever the time slots, like the day that you pick, assuming it works out, you could be losing weight that day. So if you're struggling to lose the weight, book a call with me and we will get rocking and rolling. I appreciate it. I'm rooting for you. I'm advocating for you. I believe in you. You can do this. Let's go.